A warm welcome to the second of our 3 webinars presenting the exhibiting companies in the Swedish Energy Pavilion. My name is Ninni Löwgren-Tischer. I'm heading the Department of Market Entry and Business Development at the German-Swedish Chamber of Commerce here in Stockholm, and I'm very happy to lead you through these sessions. Today we focus on smart cities, an area where Sweden really can showcase impressive projects. Our keynote speaker today is Annika Nilsson from the Swedish Energy Agency, introducing us to Smart City Sweden, a platform for sustainable city solutions. And again, we present you 3 innovative Swedish companies: Elvaco, represented by Thomas Nickel, Smarteq, represented by Göran Sandström, and Smart Recycling Norden, represented by Peter Nilsson. And just like in yesterday's session, even today, my colleagues from the German-Swedish Chamber of Commerce and representatives from the companies are online and look forward to chat with you. Please be active, raise questions and discuss. Now let's get started. Annika, please tell us more about the Swedish approach to make a smart city, encompassing climate, energy and environment, mobility, digitalization, urban planning and social sustainability, the focus areas of Smart City Sweden. A complex system, so please, Annika, tell us more. The floor is all yours.
Thank you, and thank you for that introduction. I'm very much looking forward to be part of this event on behalf of Smart City Sweden, which is an export and investment platform for smart and sustainable city solutions. As Ninni mentioned, my name is Annika Nilsson and I work at the Swedish Energy Agency. I will tell you more about Smart City Sweden and what it can offer, but I would like to begin with a broader view on what's going on in Sweden. Sweden aims to be the first fossil-free welfare nation in the world. Next slide, please. This goal has set the stage for many interesting initiatives that's evolving in Sweden right now. In the north, the first pilot plant for fossil-free steel is being built. And this is also the location for Northvolt, which will be Europe's largest lithium-ion battery factory, run on 100% renewable energy. And further south in Stockholm, negative emissions in the district heating and cooling sector is on the way through a bioenergy carbon capture and storage plant. And Gothenburg, Sweden's second largest city, is about to launch its digital twin that will make it easier to visualize and simulate various urban development projects, just to mention some. This has also a strong connection to the commitment that several cities in the country has done to become fossil-free until 2030, which is a very ambitious goal. And it is in this context that the Swedish Energy Agency got the appointment from the government to build and coordinate a demonstration platform for an international audience. As you see in this graph, Sweden has increased its GDP by 85% at the same time as the CO2 emissions have gone down. Next slide, please. So what is the role for Smart City Sweden in this transition? Next slide. Smart City Sweden demonstrates Swedish sustainable solutions for an international audience to inspire to sustainable development and to encourage further collaboration with Sweden. The platform presents good examples from all around Sweden within 5 focus areas, as you see in this slide. Next, please. Smart City Sweden has over 700 companies in its network ready to take their solutions to international markets, and over 120 best practices that work as inspiration and can be visited. The platform also has 8 government agencies that support within their expertise. Next, please. We also have 6 regional offices that arrange visits and digital meetings, and you can see the locations of the offices in this picture. Next, please. Smart City Sweden offers, for example, study visits. It can arrange online visits as well as webinars, live streams, and matchmaking events. And I also would like to mention that the organization also conducts pre-studies and follow-up visits. Next, please. Since its start, the platform has received about 2,000 visitors per year. Next, please. So this is to give you a picture of what a visit can lead to. So far, Smart City Sweden has activities in several countries. For example, a pre-feasibility study on waste management in Colombia, and some follow-up activities that promotes collaboration between Swedish and German stakeholders around smart grids. So with this, I hope I have evoked your interest, and I would like to encourage you to contact Smart City Sweden and explore this offer. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Annika. We work very closely together with you, with Smart City Sweden and German-Swedish Chamber of Commerce, and it's always amazing to feel the spirit that you just showed us through the presentation of all your activities. So bringing our companies and excellencies together. So let's keep the dialogue running. Thank you so much. We now turn to our 3 pitches, company pitches, and on today's program we have first out Thomas Nickel. You're area manager in the DACH region for Elvaco. You are first one out, so please, Thomas, please present Elvaco to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, and thanks also for having us, Elvaco, at the Swedish Energy Pavilion. Elvaco is a small, medium-sized company. We do have over 2,000 customers globally, mainly in Europe. We are focused on energy management, energy efficiency, and energy monitoring. And therefore, we have more than 150,000 smart meters added to our software solution, Evo. We do the development in-house in the location in Kungsbacka, which is like 30 minutes south of Gothenburg. The solutions we produce is for smart city, in the smart city environment, is mainly for the industry, for the real estate, and also for the energy area. All these are with a focus on energy management, energy monitoring, and energy efficiency. Therefore, our customers are district heating customers or within the real estate area, but also grid, water, and gas companies, as well as any other industry which are focused on energy management, energy efficiency, and energy monitoring. The technologies we use are independent. For instance, for smart metering, we have M-Bus, which is meter bus, and also the wireless M-Bus communication. For the IoT technologies, we do have LoRaWAN and narrowband IoT. For configuration of our products, we use near-field communication, but also we have classical communication like 2G, 3G, 4G, cellular communication, or for real estate or industry, the Modbus interfaces. For the first part of our portfolio, we have the infrastructure. You see a multifamily building with sensors or meters connecting to a data logger, which you see at the bottom of this slide, collecting the values via radio, via cable, gathering the information, and sending it to a head-end system, typically with the M-Bus and wireless M-Bus. The second part is the meter connectivity modules. So we develop and produce the modules for meters, which are inbuilt or plugged into meters. Here you see a variety of heat meters where we have done the modules for. Communication here is narrowband IoT, LoRaWAN, M-Bus or even wireless M-Bus. Then we have the sensors. These sensors can be used for in different applications, indoors, outdoors, for public buildings like schools, libraries, and things like that. Also offices and production, sensing typically air quality like CO2, VOC, or also temperature and humidity. But there are other applications as well, like noise or light or occupancy and stuff. Communication here is also IoT, LoRaWAN communication, M-Bus or wireless M-Bus. And last but not least, we have our energy management software. We call it EVO. In the end, you can have all the information visualized in a graphical view or table view, or even on a map where you can see the data coming in and where you can improve your energy management, energy efficiency, or your energy monitoring. If anyone wants to contact me or Elvaco, just give me a call, send me an email, or look at our website. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for this presentation and insight. Very nice for us also to see your last picture combining the German picture with the Swedish company. So very interesting. We proceed to Smarteq. Göran Sandström, you are CEO of Smarteq. What does Smarteq do?
Thank you very much. My name is Göran Sandström. I'm the CEO for Smarteq. I have been working here for almost 2 years right now, but it's a very interesting company, and I will let you through some pictures here. Hold on one second. So, what is Smarteq? Smarteq is a specialist provider of high-performing, robust and reliable antenna solutions, and we are present at the Hanover Fair this year. As you can see, we are a Swedish specialist company with 40+ years of antenna design expertise. We provide this expertise to leading and innovative global companies throughout the world. Here in Stockholm, we have the R&D team based, and we develop customized solutions, but we also sell standardized platforms to our customers. We conduct our sales to OEM and also sales through distribution partners in 20+ countries. And we also have collaboration with global system suppliers, mainly in Asia. Also, we have an affiliate in France since 2019, and we are also certified according to IATF, which is important in the vehicle sector, and also ISO 14001. And just an example, in 2020, Smarteq delivered 1 million antennas to customers in 43 countries. That explains a little bit the size of the deliveries we do to the different customers. Here are some snapshots of press releases from our company. As you can see, we are involved in smart cities, especially the smart meter rollouts throughout Sweden and Europe. We're also involved in charging stations. As you know, all know, the electrification of vehicles is taking place right now, and we provide these antennas to charging poles manufacturers. Also, in the vehicle sector, we are delivering our antennas to load handling companies and truck companies. So we are pretty much spread on different sectors here. Just an example of what we are doing. Here is an antenna for the smart meter rollout, which is used in, for example, the ongoing Swedish smart meter rollout right now. And what is important with our antennas is they are high performant and also reliable, because in some areas in Sweden there is low connectivity, and we need to secure this link with our high performant antennas. So they could be mounted onto metal cabinets and other applications. In the next slide you can see meters in the metal cabinets and how the antennas are mounted onto these cabinets. Just another example of an antenna we deliver is the well-known Smarteq technology platform, which is used for different systems. It's mainly a platform for the smart cities and smart meters, but can be used also on vehicles. So it's a rugged design and it withstands almost any weather conditions. Two other antenna examples is the all-disk and the all-disk small. This contributes also to the connectivity security in smart cities and alongside with the charging poles. And especially to mention here is the systems that we require to cope with is the full LTE and the 5G. Also, the narrowband IoT is a very important system in the energy sector. When we come to vehicles, for example, this smart blade is used in different applications, and it's a full LTE and it's a 5G system which we can deliver. It's a cost-efficient and fully performant antenna. So by saying this, these are some of the examples of smart meter and smart city deliveries from Smarteq. So thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Göran, for your presentation and the insights. Very impressive. And now it's time for our third case. It's Smart Recycling Nord. Peter Nilsson, your marketing manager at the company. The floor is all yours.
Hello, Hanover, wie geht's? My name is Peter Nilsson. I'm marketing manager for Smart Recycling. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what we can do to help you save the world. So, of course, green energy and electric cars is a good start towards saving the world, but there's something else happening on the market, and that's the circular economy. We, as a society, are becoming more aware that we need to change our consumption habits. So, waste managers, take note. The circular economy describes the flow of material. You buy a product, you use it and throw it away, and then some company makes a new product out of your waste. Then some customer buys this new product and the cycle begins anew. You throwing something away creates an input into the circular economy. And once this input has been used to make some new product, you get an output. The step in between input and output is what we call recycling. The flow of material from when it leaves your hand until it gets back into someone else's hand. And this is where we come in. You see, while input and output are greatly increasing as people want to recycle more and companies want to use more recycled materials, the bit in between, recycling that is lagging behind. Now, if we are ever to transform into a true circular economy, this step has to work. Otherwise, we risk creating more problems, even though we recycle more material. But what do we do to help with this? What are the actual problems that we solve? Well, we work with waste managers. And when we took a look at the process of collecting waste from recycling containers and transporting it to recycling plants, we found the cause of these inefficiencies. First of all, an average recycling container in Sweden, mind you, where we've been doing this for over 50 years, is only half full when it's emptied. So in essence, that means the waste managers drive their big diesel-powered trucks twice as much as they actually need to. And second, even though an average container is only ever half full, 25% of all containers are overfilled before they are emptied. Now, I'm sure you've seen this when you go to leave your glass bottles or other waste at the recycling station, how trash is just piled up around the container because it's too full. We solve this by taking our own 3-in-1 sensor, retrofitting it into any container basically, and giving our customers full control over what exactly is going on inside them. We also use our own AI algorithm to figure out on which day each individual container will be at 100% capacity. And this means you always know which containers to empty and when. We also know where they are and what's the best route between them. and a whole lot of other useful information that you can use to lower your emissions and add value to your customers. In essence, we want you to stop working after a schedule, which is basically guessing, and instead you should work by your actual need. So what benefits can you gain from our solution then? Well, let's say this is your city, and then these are your recycling stations that you have scheduled to empty for the day. You're scheduled to visit each and every one of these to make sure they're not too full and pick up whatever waste is inside. So you'll spend about 2 hours and drive 10 miles and return home with a half-empty truck. Now, if you had information about what's going on in your containers, you would see that many of them did not need to be emptied today. Some of them might not even need to be emptied for weeks. And you could also see the exact volume of waste you need to pick up. Maybe today you could take a smaller truck and be even more efficient. Now you spend 1 hour, you drive 5 miles and return home with a full truck, all because you had the right information at the right time. All of these benefits are unlocked simply because you now have the information you did not know you needed. If you're unaware of a problem, then it becomes impossible to solve it. Or as we like to say, if you do not measure, you do not know. Smart Recycling has been doing this for over 10 years in Sweden, and our customers have seen great improvements because of it. With Smart Recycling, waste collection can cut both emissions and costs in half, while greatly increasing profitability as well as satisfaction for both employees and customers. Not through empty words or unproven technology, just smart sensors and thinking systems, making it possible to predict and forecast the optimal time for emptying. That's Smart Recycling.
Thank you so much, Peter. It really sounds smart, and when you present this specific problem, it also sounds, or the solution sounds, quite straightforward. So thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
So now you have got a glimpse of the products and solutions of our 3 companies joining us today. And of course, we have even more of them in our pavilion. If you're curious to learn more about Smart City Sweden, or the pitching companies, you're invited to join us in a video chat right after this webinar. As you might have seen, we have opened a Teams meeting, and my colleagues and the companies are available for discussions with you. So please, you're more than welcome to join us. So what's next? Don't miss later today at 1:30 our success stories with 3 companies, further companies, Swedish Innovative Solutions, Econo, Unimi and NJ. These are companies from the Swedish energy sector that made it on the German market. And we asked them what were their success factors and how could we continue the path for further Swedish-German cooperation and concrete business. Tomorrow, it would be great to see you again for the 3rd part of our webinar series, presenting our exhibiting companies. And then we will focus on sustainable mobility and showcase Göteborg's journey towards sustainability. As we heard earlier today with Annika presenting Smart City Sweden, we saw that Göteborg is one of the best practices in Sweden. Our pitching companies are Ctech, Elon Road and MyFC. So please save the date tomorrow, same time, 9:30. See you. Vi ses.